are you afraid of flying? The thing is, yeah, right? You know why? Because LeBron James is not.
Best intro ever.
I know it. LeBron James apparently had a bit of a run-in, a potential death experience on an airplane, which also, in the meantime, he also has a plan for not dying. I don't know if you guys remember this part, but he's talked about a plan to not die in case of an airplane crash. Right. That is to stuff his pants and his t-shirt with pillows and anything he can find as the plane is going down. At the last second, do a 007 out of the airplane and roll and stand up and put his hands up.
LeBron once told us he could survive a plane crash. And we, so we're on the plane talking, turbulence is going on. He's like, nah, I honestly think I could survive this plane. If the plane goes down, I think I could survive the plane crash. And I was like, yo, what you mean? Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna jump out? He said, yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But before I jump out, he started taking all the pillows and the covers out of the overheads, and he started stuffing them in his shirt and in his suit and all in his neck. And he said he was gonna stuff himself with the suit, with the pillows and the blankets, and then jump out of the plane and survive.
So there being the story of how LeBron would survive the plane crash. And after hearing about that, I was like, well, there was another time that he talked about actually almost dying. He was actually on it's
Channing Frye, Richard Jefferson podcast.
Their podcast, which actually is really fun. And I'd heard about it before, but I hadn't listened closely. He told them, he comes on somewhat frequently, and he told them the story of when he was actually gonna die. This is back, he tells a story from, this is just yesterday, but the story is from 2005 when the new ownership group came in for the Cavaliers. Let's listen to his story about it.
I had always complained about our team playing. It was old, it was run down, and I'm not even a guy who's afraid of flights. I had one scare, first time I ever flew, and then after that I've been good. But I always felt like something could actually happen to this plane. We take the plane from Cleveland, our family, from Cleveland. I was in the All-Star game, myself and Z and our families and everybody. And we go to Detroit to pick up the ownership, because that's where they're based at.
Oh, Detroit.
So we go to Detroit, pick up everybody in Detroit, and we're now taking a plane from Detroit to Houston. When I tell you, every single body on the plane from Detroit to Houston thought they were going to die. I mean, literally. Our owner's wife was pregnant at the time.
Oh, no.
She threw up multiple times.
Oh, no.
A couple of my family members, DJ Montage, threw up. Our stewardess broke her ankle.
No.
Broke her ankle. We looked into the kitchen at one point in the flight, and there was smoke coming out of the kitchen.
Jesus.
The lights were flickering on and off. I said to myself,
what's on the plane? What's on the wing?
I was like, oh my God.
No, nobody knows that.
No one wants to listen to me. I believe this is it. Obviously, I'm still here to talk about it. Nothing happened. But the following year, we had a new plane.
So just early this year, I think it was the OKC plane. Something hit the nose of a plane. Athletes fly all the time, and you never really hear stories about times when they potentially could have gone down. It's lots of flying. It's a travel-related profession. So if you hear this story and thinking maybe one of the best players of all time potentially could have died on an airplane because of the rickety plane that the Cavaliers team owned and refused to change until the ownership group had a near-death experience, is a little disappointing.
Bart is the audio engineer. You should cut out when Richard Jefferson says, "Oh, Detroit." That was funny.
That is fun.
Like whenever Uger does anything on the main show and talks about Detroit or something, you could just slide it in like, "Oh, Detroit." Secondly, LeBron's story is fun, but it's like, I thought he was like overemphasizing parts, like, oh man, and she broke her ankle, and there was like this, it was actually like just a twist, but like actually the coffee pot was, not the coffee pot was smoking, the plane was smoking, and then there were people like having sex in the bathroom.
So like, you think it was over embellished?
I think it was over embellished, but I still think the funnier part is Drew Gooden saying that he put pillows in his jacket for a safe landing.
I think the story can be corroborated. We should ask.
Breaking news. If you put pillows in your jacket, and you fall from the sky, it's probably not going to be good. So don't try it.
But if you wait to the last second, maybe it can be.
Prove it.
Yeah, the burden of proof is on you. You're the one making claims that it won't help you survive.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, prove it, Rick. Come on.
LeBron James is alive.
He is alive.
He survived.
Because of microphone pillows.